What you called failure, I called preparation. What you called loss, I called positioning. You think I took something away, but I was clearing space for something greater. The thing you lost was not your blessing, it was blocking your blessing. This is not cruelty. This is strategy. This is not punishment. This is preparation. This is not me being against you. This is me being for you in ways you cannot yet comprehend. When I remove something from your life that you desperately wanted, I am not withholding good from you. I am withholding what would have ultimately harmed you from reaching what is actually good for you. You have been mourning what was taken, but I need you to start celebrating what was prevented. You have been grieving what you lost, but I need you to start anticipating what you are about to gain. You have been focusing on the door that closed, but I need you to start preparing for the door that is about to open. Because what is coming is so much better than what went away that you will thank me for every loss that led to this gain. The reverse blessing principle is one of my most misunderstood methods of love. From your perspective, it looks like I am taking good things away. But from my perspective, I am removing obstacles to better things. From your viewpoint, it appears I am saying no to your dreams. But from my viewpoint, I am saying not yet, because I have something superior in mind. From your understanding, it seems I am denying your requests. But from my understanding, I am protecting your future from your present limitations. Let me explain how this works. Every blessing has a timing, and every timing has a preparation. When you ask for something before its proper timing, before its proper preparation, I must often say, wait. But waiting looks like denial to impatient hearts. Delay feels like rejection to desperate souls. Positioning appears like punishment to people who cannot see the bigger picture. You wanted that relationship, that job, that opportunity, that breakthrough. And when it did not manifest when and how you expected, you interpreted my response as rejection. But what you could not see was that getting what you wanted when you wanted it would have prevented you from receiving what you actually needed when you were ready for it. I was not denying your good. I was protecting your best. The person you thought you could not live without would have prevented you from meeting the person you were actually meant to live with. The job you were certain was perfect for you would have kept you from the assignment that was actually perfect for your purpose. The opportunity you were convinced was your breakthrough would have limited you to a level far beneath your true potential. The timing you demanded would have robbed you of the timing that would give you everything you really needed. I see the end from the beginning. I know not just what you want, but what you will want. I understand not just what makes you happy now, but what will make you fulfilled forever. I perceive not just what seems good in this moment, but what will be best for your entire destiny. And sometimes protecting what is best requires removing what is merely good. This is why the reverse blessing principle often feels like betrayal. You pray for something specific, and instead of giving it to you, I give you the opposite. You ask for success, and I give you struggle. You request promotion, and I provide humility lessons. You seek comfort, and I send challenges. It appears I am not listening to your prayers, but I am actually answering them in ways that serve your ultimate good, rather than your immediate desires. When you prayed for success, what you really needed was character strong enough to handle success without being destroyed by it. So I sent struggle to build that character. When you asked for promotion, what you actually required was humility deep enough to steward authority without being corrupted by it. So I provided lessons that developed that humility. When you sought comfort, what you truly lacked was resilience, powerful enough to persevere through difficulties that would come with your assignment. So I allowed challenges that built that resilience. The reverse blessing principle is me giving you what you need to sustain what you want, rather than giving you what you want before you can sustain it. It is me providing the foundation before the structure, rather than the structure before the foundation. It is me ensuring your blessing becomes a benefit rather than a burden, by preparing you to carry it properly, But I understand why this is difficult. When you see what you want being given to someone else, when you watch others receive what you have been requesting, when you witness breakthroughs happening around you, while you remain in breakthrough preparation, it tests your faith in my goodness. It challenges your trust in my timing. It makes you wonder if I truly have your best interests at heart. Let me assure you, every delay in your life has been intentional. Every denial has been protective. Every disappointment has been redirection. I have never withheld anything good from you. I have only withheld what would have prevented better from reaching you. I have never said no to bless you less. I have only said not now to position you for more. The reverse blessing principle requires you to trust my perspective over your perception. It demands that you believe my timing is perfect even when it feels painful. It asks you to have faith that my methods are right even when they seem wrong. It challenges you to rest in my goodness even when my actions confuse your understanding. And here is what you must understand. The intensity of your desire for what was removed is often proportional to the magnitude of what is being prepared to replace it. The deeper your disappointment about what did not happen, the greater your joy will be about what is about to happen. The more you wanted what was taken away, the more you will treasure what is being brought to you. I did not remove that relationship to leave you lonely. I removed it to make room for a connection so perfect, so aligned with your purpose, so supportive of your destiny, that you will wonder how you ever thought the previous one was right for you. I did not close that door to keep you stuck. I closed it to redirect you toward an opportunity so superior, so suited to your gifts, so connected to your calling, that you will understand why every other door had to close first. I did not delay your breakthrough to punish you. I delayed it to perfect the conditions for a breakthrough so complete, so comprehensive, so life-changing, that when it arrives, it will transform not just your circumstances, but your entire trajectory. What is coming is not just better than what you lost, it is beyond what you even knew to ask for. The reverse blessing principle often involves me protecting you from settling for less than my best. By removing your access to what is merely good, you were ready to accept the adequate relationship because you were tired of being alone. But adequate would have prevented extraordinary. You were prepared to take the satisfactory job because you were weary of the search. But satisfactory would have blocked exceptional. You were willing to settle for the convenient opportunity because you were exhausted by the wait. But convenient would have hindered optimal, so I removed adequate to make room for extraordinary. I closed the door on satisfactory to open the door to exceptional. I prevented convenient to position you for optimal. What felt like loss was actually protection from settling. What seemed like denial was actually prevention of limitation. What appeared to be rejection was actually redirection toward better. But the reverse blessing principle does not just protect you from settling for less. It also prepares you to receive more. Every disappointment develops patience. Every delay builds character. Every closed door teaches discernment. Every denied request increases your appreciation for when the right request is granted. You are not just waiting for your blessing. You are being prepared to steward it wisely when it arrives. The person you become while waiting for the right relationship makes you worthy of the right relationship. The character you develop while preparing for the right opportunity makes you capable of maximizing the right opportunity. The faith you build while trusting my timing makes you strong enough to handle what comes in my timing. The reverse blessing principle is not just about protecting your future, it is about preparing you for your future. And here is something beautiful about this principle. When the right blessing arrives at the right time to a person who has been rightly prepared, it multiplies in ways that would not have been possible if it had come earlier to someone who was not ready. The relationship you receive after being prepared for relationship will be more fulfilling than any relationship you could have received before preparation. The opportunity you gain after being equipped for opportunity will be more impactful than any opportunity you could have gained without equipment. This is why I do not just give you what you ask for when you ask for it. I give you what you need when you need it, so that what you receive can become everything it was designed to become in your life. The reverse blessing principle is not me withholding blessing. It is me maximizing blessing by ensuring proper timing and proper preparation align perfectly. Some of you are in the removal phase of the reverse blessing principle right now. Something you wanted desperately has been taken away. A door you were counting on has been closed. An opportunity you were expecting has been denied. A relationship you were building has ended. A plan you were pursuing has been disrupted. And you are struggling to understand why I would remove what seemed so right for you. I need you to shift your perspective. What was removed was not your blessing being taken away. It was your blessing being protected. What was closed was not your door being shut. It was the wrong door being closed, so the right door could be opened. What was denied was not your request being rejected. It was your request being refined, so it could be fulfilled in a way that truly serves your purpose. Stop mourning what left and start preparing for what is coming. Stop focusing on what was taken and start anticipating what is being prepared. Stop grieving what you lost and start celebrating what you are about to gain. The reverse blessing principle is not ending your story of blessing. It is beginning the chapter where blessing comes in ways that exceed your expectations. But while you wait for what is coming, I need you to cooperate with the preparation process. Use this season to become the person who can handle what I want to give you. Let this time develop the character that can sustain what I want to release. Allow this period to build the faith that can receive what I want to provide. The removal was not just about protecting you from the wrong thing. It was about preparing you for the right thing. Every successful person understands the reverse blessing principle, though they may not call it by that name. They recognize that their greatest achievements came after their most significant disappointments. They acknowledge that their best opportunities emerged from what seemed like their worst setbacks. They realize that their most fulfilling relationships developed after their most painful relationship endings. This is because the reverse blessing principle creates a sequence that leads to optimal outcomes. Disappointment creates hunger for better. Denial creates appreciation for what is right. Delay creates readiness for perfect timing. The very experiences that seem to work against your blessing are actually working to ensure your blessing comes in the form and at the time that will benefit you most. I want you to consider this possibility. What if every loss you have experienced has been positioning you for a gain you could not imagine? What if every disappointment has been preparing you for an appointment with your destiny? What if every ending has been making way for a beginning that will redefine your understanding of blessing? What if the reverse blessing principle has been working in your life all along, and you just could not see it from your limited perspective? Look back at your life and notice how many times something that seemed terrible at the time ultimately led to something wonderful. Observe how often what appeared to be a setback actually set you up for a comeback. Recognize how frequently what felt like failure actually positioned you for greater success. The reverse blessing principle has been operating in your life longer than you realized, protecting you and preparing you for blessings you are only now becoming ready to receive. And now, as you stand in this current season of reversal, of things being taken away, of doors being closed, of plans being disrupted, I want you to approach it differently. Instead of assuming I am being harsh, consider that I am being kind. Instead of thinking I am saying no, understand that I am saying not yet because I have something better. Instead of believing I am taking away your blessing, recognize that I am clearing the path for your true blessing to arrive. The reverse blessing principle is not about you receiving less than you deserve. It is about you receiving more than you imagined. It is not about you getting second best. It is about you getting first choice when you are ready for first choice. It is not about you being denied. It is about you being prepared to receive what will truly fulfill your purpose and satisfy your soul. What you lost was not your blessing. What you are about to gain is your blessing. What was removed was not what you needed. What is being prepared is what you need. What was taken away was not your answer. What is coming is your answer. The reverse blessing principle has been protecting your future, and now it is time for your future to manifest in ways that will make every loss worth every gain. Trust the principle, embrace the process, anticipate the provision. What is coming will make you grateful for everything that went, because you will finally understand that I was not taking away your blessing. I was clearing the way for your blessing to arrive in its fullness, at its proper time, to a person properly prepared to receive it, steward it, and be blessed by it beyond measure. The reverse blessing principle is complete. What you thought was the end was actually the beginning. What seemed like loss was actually positioning. What appeared to be denial was actually preparation. Everything that went away was making room for everything that belongs, and everything that belongs is about to arrive in ways that exceed your highest expectations and fulfill your deepest longings. Your season of reversal is over. Your season of blessing has begun. But let me take you deeper into understanding how the reverse blessing principle operates in different areas of your life, because this principle is not limited to one category of experience. It functions across every dimension of your existence: relationships, career, finances, health, ministry, and purpose. And recognizing its patterns will help you navigate future seasons with wisdom rather than confusion. In relationships, the reverse blessing principle often looks like losing someone you thought you could not live without, only to discover that their absence created space for someone you actually cannot live without. The person who broke your heart was not your soulmate. They were your soul trainer, teaching you what you needed to learn about love before your true partner arrived. The relationship that ended was not your forever. It was your preparation for forever. Every relationship that does not work out is giving you information about what will work. Every person who hurts you is teaching you how to recognize healing. Every connection that fails is refining your ability to discern compatibility. The reverse blessing principle uses relational disappointment to develop relational wisdom, so that when the right person comes, you will have the understanding to recognize them and the skills to build something lasting with them. In career and calling, this principle might manifest as losing a job you thought was your dream position, only to discover that it was keeping you from your actual dream position. The position you did not get was not your destiny. It was a stepping stone toward your destiny. The door that closed was not your final opportunity. It was the obstacle to your ultimate opportunity. Every professional disappointment is redirecting you toward professional alignment. Every denied application is protecting you from settling beneath your potential. Every rejection is selection in disguise, removing you from environments where you would not thrive so you can be positioned in environments where you will flourish. The reverse blessing principle uses career setbacks to create career setup for something far superior to what you originally pursued. In finances, you might experience this principle as losing money you thought would solve your problems, only to realize that gaining that money would have created bigger problems. Sometimes I remove financial opportunities that look profitable to protect you from financial decisions that would prove costly. The reverse blessing principle in finances involves me teaching you stewardship before I give you wealth, responsibility before I provide resources, contentment before I release abundance. Every financial setback is a setup for financial wisdom. Every monetary loss is preparation for monetary gain that you will be equipped to handle properly. In health, this principle might operate by allowing a minor health crisis that forces you to change habits that would have led to a major health crisis later. Sometimes I allow temporary weakness to prevent permanent damage, temporary pain to avoid permanent problems. In ministry and purpose, you might experience this as having a ministry opportunity removed when you felt ready, only to discover that additional preparation was necessary for you to handle the weight of the calling properly. The reverse blessing principle in ministry protects both you and the people you will serve by ensuring that your character can support your calling. Your private life can sustain your public ministry, and your relationship with me is solid enough to handle the pressures that come with significant influence. Now, Let me address timing within the reverse blessing principle. You may wonder why I do not simply give you what you need when you first ask for it. Why the process must include removal before provision? The answer lies in understanding the difference between what you can handle and what you think you can handle. When you first pray for something, you are praying from the perspective of who you are at that moment. But I answer prayers from the perspective of who you are becoming. Your current self might not be able to steward what your future self will need. Your present capacity might not be sufficient for your ultimate assignment. So I use the reverse blessing principle to bridge the gap between who you are and who you need to become. The removal phase develops character. The reversal phase builds faith. The waiting phase increases capacity. The preparation phase aligns priorities. By the time the blessing arrives, you have become the person who can receive it properly. This is why the blessing, when it finally comes, often exceeds your original request. You asked for a job, but I give you a career. You prayed for a partner, but I provide a soulmate. You requested provision, but I release abundance. The reverse blessing principle does not just give you what you asked for. It gives you what you would have asked for if you had known what was possible. But I need you to understand that the reverse blessing principle requires your cooperation. It is not enough for me to remove what is blocking your blessing. You must stop trying to retrieve what I have removed. It is not sufficient for me to close the wrong doors. You must stop trying to force them open. It is not adequate for me to redirect your path. You must stop trying to return to the path I redirected you from. Your job during the reversal phase is to trust without understanding, to wait without complaining, to hope without demanding. Your responsibility is to use the time between removal and replacement to become the person who can handle what I want to give you. Your assignment is to cooperate with the preparation process rather than resist it. This means embracing the lessons that disappointment brings, learning the skills that delay develops, acquiring the wisdom that waiting provides, building the character that challenges create, developing the faith that setbacks strengthen. The reverse blessing principle is not just about me giving you something better. It is about you becoming someone better, someone capable of stewarding better properly. And here is something beautiful about this principle. Once you understand how it works, you begin to respond differently to loss, differently to disappointment, differently to delay. Instead of panicking when something is removed, you start asking what is being protected. Instead of despairing when something is denied, you start expecting what is being prepared. This shift in perspective transforms your entire experience of life. Setbacks become setups. Denials become directions. Losses become lessons. Delays become developments. The reverse blessing principle stops feeling like punishment and starts feeling like preparation. You begin to trust my process even when you cannot see my purpose. Some of you reading this are currently experiencing the reverse blessing principle. Something significant has been removed from your life recently. A door you were counting on has closed. A person you expected to stay has left. An opportunity you were pursuing has disappeared. And you are struggling to understand why what seemed so right has gone so wrong. I need you to consider that what seems wrong might actually be the first step toward everything going right. What appears to be a setback might actually be a setup for something better than you imagined. What feels like an ending might actually be the beginning of something beyond your expectations. Stop trying to fix what I have allowed to break. Stop attempting to restore what I have chosen to remove. Stop fighting to maintain what I have decided to change. Instead, use this season to prepare for what is coming. Let this time develop your character for greater responsibility. Allow this period to build your faith for bigger blessings. What is coming to replace what went away will be so much better that you will finally understand why everything else had to go. The relationship that is approaching will be so much more compatible than the one that ended. The opportunity that is being prepared will be so much more aligned with your purpose than the one that was denied. The reverse blessing principle is not cruel. It is kind. It is not harsh. It is helpful. It is not punitive. It is protective. I am not taking away your blessing to deny you good. I am removing obstacles to better, so that when better arrives, nothing can prevent you from receiving it fully. Your understanding of this principle will determine your peace during seasons of removal. Your trust in this principle will determine your hope during periods of reversal. Your cooperation with this principle will determine your readiness when replacement arrives. What you lost was making room for what you will love. What was taken was clearing space for what will satisfy. What went away was creating an opening for what will fulfill your deepest longings. The reverse blessing principle has been operating in your life to ensure that when your real blessing comes, nothing will be able to diminish it, contaminate it, or compete with it. Trust the principle, embrace the process, anticipate the provision. Your season of reversal has served its purpose. Your season of blessing is about to begin. And when it does, you will thank me for every loss that led to this gain. Every removal that made room for this replacement. Every reversal that resulted in this restoration. The reverse blessing principle is my gift to you, protecting your future from your past limitations, your destiny from your present impatience, your ultimate blessing from your immediate desires. What seemed like denial was preparation for provision. Everything is working together for your good, and your good is better than you ever imagined. The reversal is over. The blessing has arrived.